And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of Disney Plus's Marvel's Daredevil Born Again Episode 3. So, no spoilers. Well, I'll spoil some things here, but not all of it, so you're going to be warned. So, if you have not caught up to the new Daredevil yet, what are you waiting for? Watch it. It's freaking phenomenal. And tonight's episode was no indication how awesome this show is already starting to really play out. So, okay, so in the last episode, we got to see one of the new vigilantes out there, White Tiger. He gets into a scuffle with a bunch of guys beating up another dude. Finds out, he ends up killing one by mistake because they were beating up on a helpless guy. Helpless guy runs. We find out these guys were cops. But they didn't identify themselves until after the whole incident happened. The mayor, Kingpin, he wants justice. He wants to make sure the cops are taken care of and making sure that this guy's put in jail. So Matt takes the job, and now he's representing White Tiger. And then, the crooked cops who kind of know the real truth of what actually happened. We find that the guy that they were beating up on was an informant, and they were getting information from him. And they try to go after Matt Murdock, and we all know how that turned out. Matt Murdock, at the end of it, last week's episode, kind of beat the crap out of them because he's Daredevil. But even when he's not wearing the costume, he's still Daredevil. So now we get to the trial. Now the trial is on. Matt finally found the guy that, the cops were beating up on. He found him. He's like, listen, I'll protect you. Just be my witness. Tell the truth. We're good to go. So they're in court doing their thing. And, of course, the witness shows up. And I just learned something very interesting about courtroom drama scenes that I never really thought about until now. So, if you ever know anybody or seen court shows or know anything about real court, isn't there supposed to be a Bible, so raise your hand, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth kind of stuff? So, I noticed that in this episode, and it might happen in other shows too, that the witness who was getting beat up on by the cops, that White Tiger was trying to help out, but didn't know that they were cops. He goes to the witness stand to testify. He didn't put his hand on the Bible. He didn't tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth kind of thing. Because normally somebody's supposed to ask him that, and he's supposed to say, I do, or I understand. So that's supposed to tell us as, the audience watching this, indicating that, oh, he's about to lie in a court of law. And there's even a moment where Matt's like, when he finds out he's lying, he goes, hey, listen, you're under oath. And I went back and rewinded, and he never put his hand on the Bible or anything to swear he was going to tell the truth. So I feel like that's a lawyer trick for a lawyer show or a courtroom show. I just realized that now. Maybe not, maybe it is, maybe not, but I thought that was pretty interesting to see as a little thing. So he's afraid. He sees a whole bunch of cops there, but a lot of them could be crooked. Some of them are actually wearing the Punisher logo, so they could be crooked cops. Maybe they're using the Punisher logo to punish people that they think that they can use against people that they need to get information from. Who knows? But yeah. So the witness is getting nervous. Matt can hear his heartbeat. Obviously, he can indicate either he's telling the truth, not telling the truth, or he's just nervous. He flat out lies, and then he puts his guy on the stand saying that, hey, listen, I know you were trying to help. We all know. And then he literally rats out him that, oh, yeah, you're the White Tiger. We all know you're the White Tiger. Basically letting everybody know that, yeah, this guy's the White Tiger. But he used that as his defense, not as a negative. He puts it in a spin where he's like, yeah, he may be the White Tiger, but that night, he was not wearing the White Tiger suit or his necklace. Because apparently the necklace gives him his power. Kind of like Vixen in DC, where she has the choker. And she has all the powers of all the animals. He has like superhuman strength and durability. And I think he has a healing factor too. I could be wrong. I only know about the girl one. The girl version. So it could be the same one. So anyway. So he wasn't wearing it. So that was his trump card. And, of course, we get to the final verdict of the court. Not guilty in all counts. And White Tiger goes off free. Matt Murdock, saves the day. Which is very cool to see Matt Murdock do his thing. And this is what I love about Daredevil. As much as I love seeing him be Daredevil and kick butt and do all those things, he's also one of the best lawyers in the Marvel universe. This is the stuff we kind of wanted from the She-Hulk show, but in a comedy version. She-Hulk is just as good as a lawyer as Matt Murdock, and we all know how they both interact with each other. But we never got that, So we never got to see Jennifer Walters be a lawyer, but also a She-Hulk as well, and also cracking jokes and breaking the fourth wall. But with Daredevil, it just worked. The whole courtroom drama, the emotions in here. There was a moment here I'm like, oh, are they going to find him guilty or are they going to find him innocent? I was literally shaking because I couldn't tell if they were going to actually find him innocent, if Matt's plan was going to work. I have to. He even told him I had to tell everybody that you're White Tiger just for my plan to work, so that way you get sympathy for what happened. So I thought that stuff really worked. I thought that was great. We also get some moments of Kingpin telling the crime bosses, like, yeah, I'm going to try to control you guys and all that stuff. So I thought that was interesting. He's still going to therapy with Vanessa. So that's interesting. And then the ending happens. And we see White Tiger. He's innocent. He's free to go. He can do what he wants. Puts on the suit again. He wears the necklace again. And he goes onto the streets. He thinks he's hearing people getting, in danger. He's about to go investigate. And then he gets taken out. He gets shot in the head. Dead. Now, we don't really see who shoots him, but we see the camera pan and the killer is walking away, and we see a silhouette of the Punisher logo. Now, we've been watching it so far. A lot of questions we're asking to ourselves. What does that mean? Are they just using the symbol to strike fear in people? Was this Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, being tricked and being manipulated to do this? Maybe he thought White Tiger was a bad guy. Who knows? There could be that as well. He has mistaken Spider-Man for being, a menace to society. He's also went after Spider-Man a couple of times, so, there could be that confusion. It could be somebody else just wearing the logo because, they want to punish people who do wrong, not in their eyes, especially since they, cops think he's a cop killer and he got off scot-free, some cops may wear that to punish those who think they, they done wrong by the cops. A lot of different situations, that can be a possibility, but, yeah, it just seeing the Punisher logo again, man, I just can't wait for Punisher Frank Castle to show back up in the Marvel Universe and start raining fire on everybody. And if he fights Daredevil again, chef's kiss. I cannot wait to see that fight. But yeah, I thought this episode was very cool, very courtroom drama-esque. Really worked. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh, where's the Daredevil stuff? We'll get to that eventually, Right now, Matt's not worried about being Daredevil yet. He will get there. I still think that his new girlfriend is going to get killed. And that's going to force him to come back to being Daredevil. To try to go after, Kingpin or Fisk or Mayor Fisk. That's my guess. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure by maybe episode 5 or even episode 6 we'll get Matt as Daredevil again. But who knows? But honestly, if we don't get him as Daredevil right now, and we don't get him till Daredevil until the end of the season, I'll be okay with it because I just want to see Matt go through his trauma of just trying to figure out how to be a good lawyer without having the whole drama of that fateful night when he lost Foggy, Spoiler alert for the first episode. Foggy died in the first episode, and so, I want to see him deal with that, that heavy burden that he had. He lost his best friend, he lost his partner in crime in a way, and, he lost Karen too. Karen just like, I can't be here anymore, I got to get out. She left. So he has that heavy burden, but he's trying to heal by continuing to be, kind of be Daredevil without actually doing any of the punching, by being a good lawyer, and also, trying to have a new relationship. So if that works out for him, maybe he doesn't want to be Daredevil. But if he ends up losing that again, maybe that brings him back to being Daredevil again. But still, great episode. I enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see the next episode. And yeah. Check it out for yourselves. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good night.